I'm a good speed bump.
Yes, you are. Welcome back, everybody, to Age of Wonders 4. I am Bob from Black Arrow Gaming, and this is my game with Virgil. We are working on really not dying right now because we are getting rushed. Well, I should say Virgil is getting rushed pretty hard. The Western Front has been brutal. It's been pretty quiet down on my end of things. I'm beginning to think that if we zoom the map out here, it seems like Virgil is getting hit from very solidly the west and northwest, which makes me think the enemies are very concentrated in this part of the map. I have seen almost nothing down here. So, we've got a few things going on. We'll talk about army movements here in a second, but first I wanted to go over your feedback from the last episode. Just a few things from different people. I did want to give credit to Roderick. He's the one who pointed out how good that Hemomancer ability is for my leader here. I didn't give proper credit for that, but I was actually going to go with something else for that slot. I was going to go with the one that gives you the bats, which I think is a good one, but I think this one is a little better for what I am doing with this particular build. From N. Spalding, discussion about. Oh, yeah, N. Spalding had a comment, was discussing why I chose to vassal this city rather than just incorporate it into my empire. That's Dalmastur down here. I'm working on getting a supreme vassalage with them right now. Or, sorry, a bonded vassalage. Eventually supreme. But basically, these guys down here are the reason that I did not vassal them, or that I did not integrate them into my empire, is primarily because of where they're at geographically. Dalmastur is in a nice spot on the border that I can't really spare resources to defend right now. So I would rather have them as a vassal spawning their own armies and spawning free armies to help defend my cities than a city of my own that I have to defend on my border and pay to upgrade. I do plan on integrating cities more in this area. In fact, I got a feeling I'm going to eventually try to take over Coalhaven. I think is the one that I want. And actually make Coalhaven one of my own cities. They have a lot of good land up there. Um, but I do get a very strong bonuses later in the game also for boosting vassal income through tyrannical exploitation, which is a mechanic with Dark Culture Tyranny that we'll go over a little bit later. But mostly my rationale for this was because of where they're at. I just need them to be able to defend themselves. I would rather have this one, which seems to be more in a secure location. So I'll be working on that. Um, from Roderick, pointed out that when the game updates, so in the beginning of the last episode, it seemed like we were redoing some things. I didn't know this, but it makes sense now. Apparently, whenever the game pushes an update, it reverts multiplayer turns back to the beginning of the turn, which is why I've always thought sometimes it feels like the multiplayer turns revert and sometimes they don't. It seems to happen when a game update triggers, which makes sense. So we'll try to keep an eye out for that. If we end up redoing something, that's most likely why. It's just the multiplayer cloud save system we really have barely any control over, which is something that I have been complaining about for a very long time. I want our hard save multiplayer games back where I can just host it myself. I really want that back, but we just can't seem to have that. So, but I will keep advocating for it whenever I can. And then finally, last comment from Tiger Eye 085. This was about Virgil, the defense of Virgil City in the last episode. Tiger Eye said that he didn't think Virgil was firing his ballista during the city defense. But you were, right, Virgil?
Yep, I'm actually so new to the game that I didn't even realize that at some point you didn't have to do it manually. So I just kind of click on it every time just to see if I could fire it, and I did fire it multiple times during that siege.
Yeah. So it's probably because of a perspective thing. If my camera's not always going to be panned over what Virgil's doing at any given time, so entirely possible you're going to miss some things there. So my bad if I missed something, but yeah, we were using them.
Yep.
Um,
Yep, and feel free to say that again, because it is possible in the future I might forget, but
yeah.
I did not during that fight.
I did a city defense siege in a different game not long ago, and it was easy to forget when my onagers were ready. Or not city defense, it was a city attack, and I kept forgetting my onagers could shoot. So yeah. I'm going to move up. So let's talk about army movements here, because the big news from the last episode, Virgil had a brutal battle up here. He lost his main army, but he gave him a good black eye on his way out. So there were a lot of casualties on both sides up here. But now Virgil is rebuilding an army and pretty vulnerable to enemy attack. So what I'm doing is I'm sending reinforcements his way. My original plan was to send everybody, but looking at it now, Virgil already has half of a new army built, and his leader should come back soon. So I'm actually going to send 2 stacks to defend Virgil, and then I'm going to keep 1 back here. The reason why I want to keep 1 back here is because Bonfire here is sending units at me. I already have 1 hero with Bonfire in my prison. You can see down here. If I get 2, I can make peace with them for free. Also, keeping an army back here allows me to do the same with Coalhaven, and make peace with them for free when that opportunity arises. Once I can do that, I can start the process of turning these people into vassals instead of enemies. I wanted to conquer them because you tend to get a couple more heroes in your prison from conquering them, and it makes supreme vassalage better later. But in the case of Coalhaven, I'm most likely going to make them most likely going to absorb them as my own city eventually anyway. So that's kind of what I'll be working on. So I need to split my armies in 2 ways. The way that makes the most sense is to send my leader out in towards Virgil, which I'm just going to split her off, run her as far as she can go. And I want the elitist with her. The reason she definitely needs to be out here is 1, she's pretty strong, so she can help fight. And 2, she might be able to get a kill on an enemy leader, which would fulfill that duelist ambition. And then speaking of ambitions, the elitist should be with her because elitist should be paired with your leader whenever possible, and that's this guy here. So we'll be sending both of them that way, and then the other hero that I have here, this elementalist, is going to go back. He'll be operating on his own for a little while back behind my lines. Now, this isn't a very big army from Bonfire. It shouldn't take much to deal with that. So I'm going to actually give him... There is a... let's see, how far can they move? Not too far. There is a guard that I was sending up this way. We're going to give that guard to this guy. So they will work together, and then I need to figure out who's going to go with my leader's army. This person is on foot and doesn't have any other fast units with him, so I'd like to keep at least 1 fast unit with him. For now, we'll send the scout. Battles over on this side are not going to be as scary, so we'll leave the scout over there with him. And then, let's see, what do I have left? I need a total of 10 units with my leader and the elitist. And I have a total of 12 to spare. So that means I need 2 more to go with this guy. I should probably make them halfway decent. You know what? We'll give him a little balance. We'll give him the immortal, or we'll give him the archer. And I think I'll give him one of the 2 gargoyles, probably. I can't think. Yeah, I got another outrider in that group. I need more good soldiers. Hang on. What can I build here? You know what? I will grab a blood cultist. I haven't built one of those yet. I'm kind of low on money, though, and I need to save enough to get the Town Hall Stronghold upgrade when that becomes available. I think I can still save up enough. I really need another troop, so I'm going to get the blood cultist. This guy could probably use one of the gargoyles. Or actually, you know what? I'll just send him an immortal. Yeah, I'll just send him one of the immortals. As long as he's got a shock unit. And then he needs one other thing that'd be halfway decent. We'll send him an archer. So he has some arranged option. This should be enough to deal with this little group right here, especially if I cast spells to help with it. And then any units I build down in my capital will go to reinforce his armies, while everybody else up here heads to help Virgil. So I'll put a gargoyle in each stack. We'll kind of split things out. Get this guy up as far as he can go. So I have some pikes.
Yeah, I just extended my city borders a little bit, and I found pink.
Oh, good. Near you still?
Yep.
Where?
Stack and a half.
Where's that at?
West
Oh,
edge.
yep. There we go. It's Larissa. Wizard King of the Reavers. Send you this way. Just kind of splitting armies up randomly, and then these guys will just move as far as they can. That should be a total of 12. 9. Wait, is that 7? Did I somehow do my math wrong? 7 plus 4 is 11. Yeah, I did. Oh well. We'll have to do without. Yeah, I sent too many back with this guy. That's okay. I can turn some around if I need to. All right, that's about as good as we can do right now. Our options are pretty limited, but let's see. Do I want to try to get Blood Drinking Blades or Mark of Tyranny up? Mark of Tyranny actually would be handy. I would buff both those gargoyles. Blood Drinking Blades would also be good for the gargoyles, but it's going to cost a lot more mana upkeep that I don't really have. I think we'll do Mark of Tyranny. Actually, I don't even have casting points for that. I don't even have the mana to cast the base cost of the spell, let alone upkeep. I think we'll hold off on it for now. Alright, since these guys moved up, I'll use the combined forces of all these troops to deal with them, and I'll send one back to help my leader and Virgil. Okay. Virgil's got stuff pillaging. Kessberg is pillaging Virgil up in that direction. And we've already got an out of sync. This is multiplayer stability is not great. This is sort of why I wish I could just host games on my own. Just saying, Triumph, that would be really nice. Or Paradox, I'm not really sure who I'm talking to at this point. Just missed the way it was in Age of Wonders 3 is all. Okay, so Virgil's got some stuff bothering him from up north. I'm wondering if I should go interfere with that, because that would get me another hero in my prison. Do you want me to rush down to your capital, Virgil, or do you want me to try to go knock those guys off your gold mine in the north?
Going north is fine.
Ooh.
Okay. We'll do that. Do I have advanced logistics? No. Can still move pretty far, though. Oh, there's the other guy that I was sending with this group. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I was right. I cannot count. Which means these guys can all stay here. Cool. I'm going to move up.
Hey, can you have your city-state guard allied cities?
I can check.
Because maybe it's just marching to attack somebody. Because your city of Dalmaster is just outside my territory.
Yeah, I think they're on their way to attack something.
Yeah, he wouldn't join me in the fight. Okay.
Yeah, I cannot have them defend Dusk Vault. It's not an option.
I didn't think so, but just where I saw him, I got curious.
Is unfortunate though. I would like to be able to do that. Okay, let's send you up. You need to get these other units in with those troops. An archer for each of you. And then one more immortal for Boss Lady's army. Okay, I'll pop up here. We'll deal with these guys and then I'll head back. I couldn't quite get 2, 3. Okay, as long as they're within 3 spaces, in case I get jumped, I can handle with this group. Let me check something on her. Yeah, she's 50 to level up. Okay, I'm gonna do this fight myself. Because she needs more hero kills. The last step I might not worry about, because you'll get 200. Well, no, you'll get 150, I think, from killing a hero, or a leader. Let's see, we got a Wind Elemental, Wind Rager, Iron Golem Assistant, which are pretty crappy units, and a hero that actually looks maybe decent. He's a melee attacker. Okay, so I'll just pikeman up front and go from there. Kind of want to keep her in the back because she is currently a charge unit. Nice, we mobilized him so he's not going anywhere. And then I can really mess up that hero, I think. Actually, I'm gonna do this a little bit differently. I want you... If I put the archer there, and then use... Okay, I can do this. Relentless Pursuit here. And focus your True Strike. That's not as much damage as I was hoping for. I think I'm gonna use that on the other guy, actually. Actually, no, I want to get rid of that hero. He has a decent amount of damage output. I'll just throw everything at him. Just need to make sure that my leader is the one who gets the kill. There we go. Oh. Oh wait, this is actually good for me. So there's an interesting, it might be a bug in this game. When you kill a unit that has slip away, she just got 50 renown from that, even though the unit didn't actually die. I don't know why it works that way, but it does. The only problem is I might end up killing this guy anyway with a different unit just to avoid taking a lot of damage. So I think I'm going to use my archer to finish it off regardless. But I could get even more renown from this if I wanted to really try to squeeze some out, and my archers really whiffed that. Okay, let's do that. Move these guys here, and try to take down one of their units. Okay, looking pretty good there. Alright, then I can fly back here, do another big hit. That guy gives me some health and frees this guy up to move. There we go. And another hero added to the prison, and another level of renown for my vampire leader. Which also means another perk point, and I think she leveled up. Yep, so I should have 2 more perk points.
Ooh.
And a new helmet. Excellent. Just give that to her and level up twice. So I want second wind next. We'll be working our way down this line here, going after killing momentum. It's kind of the next goal. And I like going the damage route. Eventually I'll be able to pick up the health too. I'll have enough hero points. It's part of the nice thing about having Cult of Personality. She just became moderately more dangerous. And also gained a level of renown, which adds every mine granting +2 Imperium and less chance of units retreating. Or dying when I think, wait, was that dying when retreating? Yeah, well, hopefully that won't come into play too often.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. So back at my city here, I've got 1 gold mine, so I'm making slightly more Imperium per turn, but if I can get more gold mines in my capital, that would probably be a good thing to try to grab. Okay, now we need to bundle up these guys and go after this city-state. This one I can try to do an auto combat and just hope for the best. I'll have the scout lead the charge very bravely. I lost? I didn't even kill anything. What happened here? They must have some nasty spells. This is not a battle I was worried about. I mean, I gotta hand it to them though. The Sworn or the Honor Blades are really good, but I still don't feel like I should have lost this one.
Yeah, the enemy hero can't even summon anything.
Heck, I even have Seduce. I might be able to get one of their troops. In fact, I have lots of ways of lowering status resistance, so if I play it right. That's a good call, though. Normally, when in doubt, see if the enemy hero has summons, because a lot of times that's the cause of unpleasant surprises like this. What is that enemy hero? He's a mage with fire bolts. Decent defense, but if I get in his face, he shouldn't be able to do much. Let's get everyone around my mage and in the zone of warding. Oh, well, that's part of the problem right there. They've got a very good AoE that just slowed everybody. Okay. We're gonna need to use some spells for this one. If I can dominate one of those guys, that's ideal. Okay. I have a chance of inflicting status vulnerability if I go hit that guy with the pikes. I think what I would like to do is try to dominate... I think I want to dominate the Honor Blade before it has a chance to... Crap. I'd like to dominate it before it has a chance to jump or do its defensive strike, so that I could use it to harass the other guy. What's my odds of getting him? 60%, so it's the same on both him and the Sworn Guard. Both are decent units. I'm gonna try to get the Honor Blade. Okay, I'm just gonna shoot with the archer from where he's standing, since he's slowed anyway. Got a couple stacks of status vulnerability there. That's now an 80% chance to dominate. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get a couple more. There's 3 more. That should be 100 now. 99. I'll take those odds. Okay, then we just need to block this other guy. I will move here. I'll have this guy move here and just defend. He might get fried by the mage. Maybe I can give him misfortune. What's the odds of that working? 99% misfortune and weakened. I'm gonna go for that. Because I would really like it if he whiffed his attacks here. Don't kill the hero. That would be really bad since the hero's the one messing with the Honor Blade. Let's see, I could go into defense mode, or I could just hit him twice. Let's go into defense mode. Okay, I'm going to Relentless Pursuit those archer... Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to shoot from where they're at. These guys are a flank now, so I can get rid of them. Or at least hurt them. Status vulnerability for you. You know, the mage isn't that scary on his own, so I'm going to focus on killing that pikeman, who is actually more scary right now. I just need to try to figure out... Okay, he is facing away from me, which means I should be able to go... Let's see, shot from there. That's a good spot. Let's go here and just blast him in the back. Okay, he should do very little damage now. I'm going to have my immortals just guard. And I'm going to have this guy get away from everything because I don't want to risk him getting killed. I'm starting to see how this battle ended up in a full loss. See, now he's probably going to light up my... Oh, wait, he can't light that guy up too badly. If the Immortals die, that doesn't matter, so I'm going to heal this guy. Which I probably should have done at the beginning of the turn. No, they almost died. Oh, he's got a stun effect, too. Yeah, he can stun units. Okay, now I should be able to move this guy forward.
I think you'll lose your dominate next turn.
Ooh, good call. Okay, well then let's make sure there isn't a next turn. I can't. That guy is gonna survive. Well, it'll be one versus a bunch, so should be fine. This army was no joke. Holy crap. Just go in the bushes there and hide. I'm gonna try to buff this guy up. Oh, there we go. That cleared his immobilized, so I can just finish him now. Jeez. Okay, yeah. I don't want to fight Bonfire again.
I can just be friends.
Yeah, friends, while I keep their people in my prison. Ooh, for 90 mana, I could keep that Honor Blade. What are you, Oathbound Orcs or something? Ogres? Fast Recuperation, Hardy, and Inner Fire. Yeah, I could use an Honor Blade. They're cheap. They're tier 1s, but they're very good. I'm gonna keep him. I could really use the extra troop. And I got a... Ooh, I got orb for the mage that just killed those guys. Do I have a mount that could go with it? I do. I have an albino warg and a pony. Okay, I normally prefer mages with the spheres. I think it's usually more damage output, so we'll give him that. Unless you can get a really powerful spell on a staff. Also, why are my armies not healing in your city-state's territory? Not because they're... No, I guess they're allied to you, not to me, I guess, so I'm not really sure how that works.
I feel like you should still get it because it's...
I should still get some health regen.
Yeah.
Even if I was just in the... Yeah, why are none of my people regenning?
It's... Yeah, it's sunless.
Yeah. Well, and all my other troops... Maybe if I highlight their health, it'll tell me something. Total world map regeneration is 0. They must have gotten hit by a spell or something that I didn't notice.
Yeah, I don't... Weird.
That is very strange. Well, regardless, I'm making peace with Bonfire now, because I have 2 prisoners. So we'll have a pact of cooperation with 5. I'll start working my way towards being their boss. They might send some war parties after you that I won't be able to help you fight. But we'll see. Eventually they'll stop. Alright, what do I want next? Mass Condemnation is good, actually. I like how that pairs with my build. I'm going to take that. Because it's even more status vulnerability.
There we go. I now have obsidian weapons with blood-drinking blades.
Excellent. I think I have blood-drinking blades. I need... Wait, no, that's... No, I have it, but I haven't casted it yet. I haven't been able to afford the mana. I became good, again. It's an ironic
I don't
part
have any
of this
units.
build.
It's really cheap if you don't have units.
Oh, yeah, I guess that does make sense. War ended. Hooray! And there's more forces coming from somewhere. I don't know where. Okay, so those guys are good up there. Hopefully they don't get jumped by the same army that jumped Virgil. I'm going to head back southwest, and we're going to try to clear whatever they're doing with that outpost. They're actually upgrading it for you. That's very nice.
Yeah. I'm hoping they turn it into a city, and then I can just burn it to the ground. Gain some evil points.
You did take Scions of Evil, right? That's why you're going that route?
Yep.
Yep. Scions of Evil and Apex Predators. Okay, I'm gonna move. It's back down here. So one thing you can do, Virgil, well, a couple things. When you got jumped in the last episode, there's kind of two ways to avoid that. One way is to wait until the AI is done taking their turn.
Yeah, I was trying to jump
them. The little
them.
dot goes away. Oh, okay, I see. Well, then none of this advice really helps. Another way is to kind of leapfrog your units so they're always within 3 spaces of each other. Kind of like what I'm doing, coming back your way.
Yeah.
But, again, that advice doesn't really help if you're the one trying to jump them.
Yeah, I tried to jump them, and they brought in 2 more stacks. I was like, oh, shit. That was very mean of them. I was supposed to jump them, not the other way around. Quite rude.
I agree. Wait, where are these guys coming from? Coalhaven? Oh, I have another stack of enemies headed my way, except I can't fight them because these guys are... These guys are so beat up. Alright, I need to get back into my own territory. Why? Okay. Yeah, apparently being in your city-state's territory causes me to not heal at all, which I think is dumb. We're allies.
That's weird, yeah.
Like, I'm better off just standing in the random grass that nobody owns. I do like Sanguine Focus. I'm gonna grab that.
We're turning it into one of their own cities.
Ooh, I could take Vassals Grant plus 10 gold in tribute. That's gonna be plus 20 gold per turn right now. Yeah, I can't pass that up. Let's do it. In fact, it might end up being more than that if once the multipliers start taking effect. I don't know if that's just added to the base value, or I don't know if it adds that to the base value or if it adds that plus 10 gold on top. Okay, I should have checked. I didn't see the math, although I guess anyone watching the video could look. Right, we're gonna wait on tyrannical exploitation. That's for later. I can't afford to cast any other spells at the moment. So I just got to get these guys back. We'll heal up, and then I'll try to go after that Coalhaven army, which I think might actually be headed to you, Virgil. But I kind of hope that's the case, because then we could take them out with the better armies.
I'm honestly not sure. I had so many pop-ups last turn I didn't notice.
Clash
Two
of
of them are.
Clans. I am
2
not
units moved
giving
towards
you
my way. I
territory.
don't know where the hero went. Oh, desync.
Oh, I hope it pops up the same event, because I'm going to get free territory. My city-state came to me asking...
Free event.
My city-state came to me being like, hey, some of your territory, we want it. Can we have it? It's like, no. Let's see, it makes them mad. I get a sector and a population in Crimson Court. Yeah, sorry. Shouldn't have asked me. That actually makes it so... Oh, and Crimson Court can expand again, too. Excellent. Okay, what do I need here? I could use more foresters, I think. Might just take this space to fill out the center of that area. Unless there's a resource node I want to go after. There is actually one down there. That would be nice to have. I don't know how I can build a forester in this province right here. I'm going to take this one because it blocks the city-state from expanding more. I want them to expand the other direction. Okay. And then I can drop a farm somewhere. Probably not one on a river, though. So I'll keep those. This doesn't need to be a farm. We'll turn that into either a quarry... Either a quarry or a forester. Might go with the quarry. I kind of need to build buildings fast right now. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so Tugram's still over there. He's got a kind of decent looking army. They're gonna be tough. We need magic units.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like I can move into your capital on this turn, but I feel like we should...
Can you build roads?
Yes.
Because if you can get your leader within range, because they're just one block out, I can hit them.
Tugram's army?
Yep. Because that has their leader in there, so you can kill the
If we
leader,
can
get the
win that
bonus.
fight, yeah.
With the 3 stacks, I think we could.
I guess you do have a full... No, you do have pretty good units. You got tier 2s in there.
Yeah, there's only
okay.
one tier 1.
The problem is that even if I do road building... Oh wait, I can get just a little bit further. Now bearing in mind that any roads I build, the enemy's going to be able to use as well. But that might be okay. You cool with that?
Yep.
Okay, let me try to build it in such a way that there's still forests kind of in the way for the enemies. Since I'm building roads, I can kind of go wherever. Alright. That leaves a little line of forests here that the enemy could slow down enemy troop movement. Okay,
Ooh.
I can get to here. And then I can get these guys to here.
Alright, low risk battle. Want to manual this so you can go after the hero?
Yes, I
Leader.
do want to get that kill. Besides, we haven't really done it. Well, we did one co-op battle. We did the defense of your city. Okay, we've got numbers on him. And one of his units is beat up. I would like to kill that bastion before he heals him. He could grant defense and then give him a bunch of health. I don't want that. I do have a warlock, though, who can kind of... It's probably a better counter to the
Heal.
bastion. What'd you say?
Your leader's on the other side of the field.
Yeah, I'll have to move her over, but she's pretty fast.
Alright.
What class is your leader? You get a repeating melee attack. You are a warrior. Okay. Alright, do they have any shock units? No, they do not. There's a lot of shields. They have rock skin, so we're looking at like 11 defense. These guys are gonna be tanky as heck. That was the main reason why I was kind of concerned.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
But I have a lot of healing just by hitting things, so... Get these guys in that tree there, although that actually doesn't guard them at all. I'm hoping those shields go rushing out after my pikes. I want to look at what their heroes have. One's a ranger, but he's got one of the sword net combos. Tugrim himself is a charge unit. So I'm gonna want to get that pike up there.
Does have slip away.
Tugrim does?
Tugrim does, yeah.
Okay. Oh, they got obsidian blades. I'm bleeding. Oh, your guys. We need to get your leader out of there.
Like, yeah, makes it fun.
Really wish my leader started on the other side of this fight. That would have been handy. At least with that guy blind, I can hit him and he won't be able to hit back. If I can get close enough. Well, he doesn't have the sword net combo. He's got throw shatter blade. That does a lot of damage. I think that's what he hit your leader with and chunked out a bunch of his health.
That's good use for the rite of bloodletting. Hit your own put the vampire bats in the bad spot and then just hit everybody.
Yep. Oh my gosh, that's actually awesome. And any damage over time we can get on these guys is going to be huge. Because dealing damage directly, we're not going to be able to do much. Even going after their dang pioneer with a gargoyle is not going to do much.
Ah.
Yes, their bastion will die, but it'll heal lots of allies within. How many spaces was that? Where did I see that? Oh no, it'll heal me within 4 units.
If I kill it or if it dies on its own?
If it dies. The unit dies, heals units on the caster side within 4 hexes.
Okay. Trying to decide if I want to...
Should get my hero a little closer.
I'm trying to decide if I want to near guaranteed soften up the pikemen or have a chance of softening up their leader. I think we'll get the pikemen out of the way. And maybe if I'm the one charging the leader, that would be good. That or go after the archer. My gargoyles may not survive this. If I can manage, I'm gonna try to... Ooh, you know what? Maybe I should have hit Tugrim, because I might be able to immobilize him. What kind of range does that have? 4. Move here. 43% chance to immobilize. I need to try to add more onto that. So if we can stop him from moving, he becomes near useless. Okay, if you move here, I'm worried about that big tree blocking line of sight for my archers.
Yeah.
I have a spot I'd like to teleport them, but I don't know for sure if they'd be able to hit him from there. I think they could. I'm gonna try it. They can't. Alright, then I'm gonna have to move them a little bit forward, which is not ideal. Alright, I need these shots to land. Please give me some stats vulnerability. There we go. I got lucky with that. Now it's a 66% chance to immobilize. I'm gonna drop a curse on all of those units back there. It didn't really work very well. I don't think that 15% chance is worth taking and wasting snapshot. I guess it's got a 1-turn cooldown though, I may as well give it a try. I got bleeding on him. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can immobilize him. Got it.
Nice.
Okay, he can't move.
And another stack of bleeding on top.
Yep. Alright, and then the rest of those units will just full charge up there. I think I'm going to, let's see, how scary is that skirmisher? I think I might go park my gargoyle next to the archer. Gargoyles have a very good defense mode, so I'm just going to leave them there and force him to make difficult decisions about what he does next. And then I could go after him with my leader, which would leave her vulnerable to all that stuff. I don't think I want to do that. What if I put her here?
Huh.
I do have second wind, and she's got vampiric flight, so she can get out of a bad situation if she finds herself in one. Alright, that's about as good as it gets, I guess. Okay, I'm going to start working on his status resistance, which did not go very well. There we go. I will lose that fight. I should have probably broken his guard first. That was a bit of a mistake on my part. Healing about as much health damage as I'm taking, so that's good. And if they all gang up on her, I think she'll still be okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a pretty decent hit on this guy. Oh, I just realized their hero could go after her too. That could be bad, but I can't change what I did now. Hopefully your bats will distract him.
That's what they're there for.
Well, the other guys are pretty focused on my units. Okay, he did go after her, but it's not too bad. Okay, my army on the right side is kind of in a little trouble. I think we've got the top covered.
Yeah, I'm gonna move my bats down and then do another blood thing.
Okay.
Want me to hit the hero, everyone around your hero, or the rest of the army?
I would prefer you hit the big blob of troops in the southeast. My hero can get out of there. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. I might be able to do that too now, actually. Yeah, I think I can also do that. If you could soften him up without actually killing him, that'd be perfect.
Those
Those...
have slip away.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Just heal them.
Oh, I forgot your tyrant guards can heal themselves. Mine can't. Mine do something else. They have more defense against units with status effects on them. Oh, you know what? On that note, I think I'll just curse all those guys down there. It's probably a better use of my resources if they're fumbling and stuff.
Yeah, that'll do a lot of damage.
Okay. So the first thing that I want to do is use second wind.
Ah.
And go
You want to trigger their slip away first?
Huh?
Want to trigger Tugram's slip away?
I kind of do, but I also don't know where he's going to end up when I do it.
Yeah.
I think
Fair.
it should push him closer to me, though. I think slip away now kind of... I think the AI tries to force it towards your own side of the battlefield. No, it's just displaced. Okay, I'm thinking of the Gremlins version of slip away. Don't run through the... I'm not really sure why, but my Warlocks really wanted to run through spiky terrain. I think I'll probably go ahead and try to trigger it. Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
That could not have been better.
Now, I don't have killing momentum yet. It would be really nice if I did. But in this case, I'm going to more try to protect my hero. Do that. Steel Shaper's got some kind of link to my leader. What is going on there? Is that the volatile charge? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go here and beat up those archers. And we got way too many troops on one side of the battlefield and not enough on the other. Don't really want you to get stacks of bleeding, so just go around. Yeah, I'm gonna drop a big old curse on this group here. That should lower their damage output quite a bit.
Having something that does misfortune is just so powerful.
Yeah. Pretty sure I'm still gonna lose a bunch of these guys over here, unfortunately. Unless I just back them off. Maybe I'll just take the attacks of opportunity and run.
If I'm reading this right, most of their units over there are going to have a 50% chance to fumble. So they got 2 stacks of misfortune and their morale's low.
Alright, well, in that case... Oh yeah, Turn to Stone does give these guys some health, so that helps. I forgot about that. In that case, I'm probably better off attacking, because I can heal from it. You just can't damage these guys. They're so dang tough. Okay. We'll see what they do. Hopefully we see a lot of fumbles here. And that bleeding's gonna start that up.
Yeah, as long as the bat doesn't die, I'm gonna trigger that again on that army.
Oh, they're all going after the Immortal, which is fine, because I'll get him back. Where'd their hero? Oh, their hero's down here now. That is a lot of bleeding.
And fire.
Oh my gosh, they're just... They're having a terrible day. Oh, I love it. Oh. I was worried about that group, but I am not worried anymore. You just messed them up. The hero's the only one there who might still have some potential damage output, but I'm gonna try to give him misfortune.
I'm out of spells I can cast, but I feel like that was effective.
That was extremely effective, thank you.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd like the bat very much,
Can't see
because
the...
the Doom Bat really doesn't do a lot of damage, but being able to trigger... What spell is that? Rite of Bloodletting. I like it.
I'm just gonna give them all Baneful Curse again. That even worked on the hero, I wasn't sure if it would. Okay.
Bad time. 3 stacks fire, 5 stacks bloodletting or bleeding.
Yeah,
2
they're
stacks misfortune. Weak.
having a rough day. Can get a decent shot on those guys, that would be nice. There we go. Keep recharging that Pursuer teleport. It's very good. Okay, those guys are not going to get away.
A lot of those units, something that does true damage. It's gonna do 28 between the fire and the bleeding. A lot of them have 27 or 27, 27, 23. Yeah.
Can I get a little lucky hit here? Nope. Okay. Morale loss, always good to see. I'm just gonna keep having these guys deal themselves in defending.
Yeah.
Gargoyles
Gonna work.
Gargoyles are good. And it only seems appropriate that as a vampire I should have gargoyles. Maybe I should have taken Tome of Rock just for that. You can't kill them. Ooh, my pikes are... Oh my god! Did you see all 3 of those guys, 3 or 4 dudes, just bled to death at the same time?
Yep.
Bleeding and burning. Hold off on that guy if you can.
Okay.
I think my hero might need just 50 more to max out. So if I get the kill on him, then I think she will be at max renown.
I'll still hit with the bat just to do a little damage.
Okay.
In that case, I'll just stay out of your way. Actually, hold on. How much does this do? Nowhere near enough to kill. Now they're blind.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure I go before the enemy goes.
You do.
Yep. Okay. Yay, that should max her out in terms of renown anyway. No, we don't want to end the battle. We want to just make sure that unit dies. Oh, great battle. That was very well done. Now we just have to hope we don't get jumped by something else real quick on the next turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna run away immediately to my headquarters on the next turn.
Might be a good idea. I can't move on this turn because my immortal died, but let's see. I should have another level of renown. Major ambition is done, so she has duelist now. And another, yep, I maxed it out, so more points. That was a pretty big win for us, and we needed one. I really want to take that army of Coalhaven out. So I want to get them off my back, too. But my guys are beat
Because I took
up.
the knowledge per hero kill, that actually finished my research. Because they were your kills, but I think I still got the research for it.
Oh, that's nice. I shouldn't.
I had more than one turn left.
I shouldn't have to do as much in terms of micromanaging battles anymore now, too, since I don't need to worry about getting that XP or that renown. Tome library. What did I get? I think I've already gotten. Yeah, I've already gotten the order one. What was next in this build? I should have this memorized. It's my next tier 2. Oh yeah, Tome of Winds. That's right. Mostly because for a couple reasons. So for one thing, I need the Materium. I am going to try to pick up eventually the Tome of Transmutation in this build. Mostly for those tier 4 battle mages, but also for the... I really like the thing that lets you pick and choose what magic materials you get, the special mine improvement. I kind of had use for both of those things. But in order to get that, I need 3 Materiums, so Tome of Winds will get me there. It also gets me Seeker Arrows, which is good. It gets me Zephyr Archers, so I'll have a tier 3 Archer. And Abducting Cyclone, which is a fantastic combat spell, and Favorable Winds, which is a fantastic world map spell. I actually had Tome of Winds the last time I played the game, and it fits pretty well into this build too, so we're going to go with it again.
High above the petty machinations
And
of mortals
I could take,
lies the
ooh,
domain
anything
of the
here.
sky. Here,
Abducting
the winds
Cyclone,
blow
or
wild
Zephyr
and
Archers, or
free,
Seeker. I think
unfettered by
Seeker
the
Arrows we
wind
can put on the back burner, because I don't want to
Care.
pay the upkeep for it.
powerful.
And I've got other tier
Those who
3s that I
manage to
can
bend
build
these
right
winds
now.
to their
The
will
Pursuers
come
are
as a
still doing
truly
good work for
powerful
me,
and
so I will
liberating
probably go with
force.
Abducting Cyclone,
Foes are swept away.
because it's such a good
Plucked from
combat spell.
safety.
I don't really have the mana to lock anything, so we'll just have to hope that we get the others eventually. But the Pursuers can carry you through into mid-game. They're very, very good for a tier 1 archer. Alright, Bathhouse will be done in 2 turns, which is good because Crimson Court's not particularly happy right now. And is it worth getting... You know what I am going to do? I'm going to take the extra Whispering Stone that I can get from diplomatic channels. You can actually add this on top of the ones you have in your other cities. So because I just made peace with Bondfire, I can give them... Oh, that doesn't work. Can't give a Whispering Stone to a free city of which you hold hostages. Okay, I actually didn't know that. Okay, I was going to try to give it to them so I could get them faster so they don't attack Virgil as much. What I can do is I can give it... Oh, I can't give it to Kinslayer either because I hold hostages from them. Is there anyone I don't have hostages from? I don't think there is. I think I just wasted that mana. It'll still be something I can put in my own cities later in the game, but I probably shouldn't have done that.
I'm having a hard time figuring out which tome I want.
Have hostages. Yeah, I can't do anything with that Whispering Stone. I just threw away that Materium. Oops. I'll give it to the next city. I'm going to end up getting you another one, though. I wonder if I get Court of Whispers if it'll let me do that. Because I'm sure I've done that in multiplayer games before, where I've given Whispering Stones to cities that you guys have an alliance with. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Sorry, did you say something a second ago? I was thinking about something else and it went right over my head.
Oh, you're good. I'm just having a tough time thinking of which tome I want, because unlike you, I don't come into this game with a plan. I just
Roll with it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the fun way
Blood
to play.
Fury weapon sounds really nice. On kill, adjacent units gain 2 stacks bleeding. But I'm also liking Tome of Shades, getting Living Shadows, and then Shade Network, since my capital's touching every city.
So, fun fact, both of those 2 tomes you mentioned, the initial version of this build that I played right after launch, I used both of them. Tome of Shades and Tome of Revelry were both my 2 tier 2 tomes, because they are fantastic pairing with vampire stuff. But I mixed things up for this one, but I do... The Tome of Shades is one that I do intend to pick up if this game goes long enough. Because I may as well talk about this now. I was going to talk about it later, but since it came up, if you pop over to the Tome library here, Tome of Shades is just fits really well with the kind of the theme of my build, but Shadow Blades in particular is amazing against targets that are blind. Now, Tome of Shades comes with a built-in way to make people blind with that Rending Shadow spell, and it also... I also actually happen to get that from Tome of Winds. Tome of Winds has a spell that can make units blind. Duststorm. It's not as good as the one in Tome of Shades, but I think it's a little cheaper to cast. Yeah, it's cheaper to cast. But the real pairing that I like with Tome of Shades is with Tome of the Eternal One, or Tome of the Eternal Lord. Because that actually has a spell called Withering Mist that affects the entire battlefield and can make everybody become blind and weak. That's a very powerful pairing with Tome of Shades. So what I figured is I'd build my build without Tome of Shades until I get Tome of Eternal Lord, which this is going to be my tier 5 tome, and then go Tome of Shades right afterwards. And then I'll be able to make really good use of it. So it's kind of my plan for the future there. I'm about to end my turn here. Are you ready to move?
Yep, I just ended mine.
Okay. We're probably gonna goof the game up doing this because it doesn't like it if you move units too quick. But I really want to be in the safety of your walls. Yep.
Quest. Please tell me my units moved, and I got that quest. Got robbed of the last quest.
Yeah, these things are an issue. Back? There we go. I can't quite get in your wall, but we should be okay. There's nobody nearby. Okay.
My quest army to go attack is on the other side of the outpost, turning into a city. So we'll see if that happens.
Hey, Coalhaven did send that group after you. Rude.
I can take it next turn, but if you want to take it and gain another
I will
friend.
I will take it and get the hero so that I can make them force them to go to peace with me, and then eventually they'll stop attacking us. Well, I could make them go to peace with me for now, but I'd have to pay for it, and I don't want to pay for it. I'm too cheap for that. Oh, I just noticed that I'm getting pillaged by a phoenix and some other stuff down south. Okay, I'll turn around and deal with that afterwards. Fortunately, they're going after... Wait, what is that they're going after? A mine. Okay, that doesn't slow down my bathhouse. That would have been really annoying. I'm just going to let that finish normally, and then we'll go into the town hall upgrades. Except I can't afford it. I need money. I need to clear a lot of crap out to my east. I don't think there's really anything else I can do on this turn. I guess I could go after those guys with this army the way they are and drop the blood cultist. I wonder if that's worth doing. Yeah, I should be able to take them, especially with the extra oath unit. One thing I did think I might want to do though is my leader here, my hero, the staff that he had was actually, I think I'd rather have that seduce rather than the repeating attack. So we're going to give that back to him. You can kind of cheat this a little bit though, because he can move first. Although, actually, I think it might reset his movement if I do this. I'm going to get him just close enough. And then I'm going to let the scout go the rest of the way. He will have his staff given back to him. And his movement did remain at 22, so I got a little extra movement from riding my mount part of that way. We'll get these guys off Virgil. This is a risky battle. Why is this risky? I don't understand what these city-states are packing with their heroes and spells.
Hero has gold touch and steel skin, but other than that, I don't.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. They do have an item to remove all negative effects and turn them into random positive effects. But I don't know.
I'm gonna wait until I can pull the Hemomancer, and there's something funny about that one.
Yeah, they're after me, so they shouldn't break off to attack you.
No, they shouldn't. Should be okay. I guess I'll head to the next turn. It's just strange how powerful these armies are for only having 3 units in them.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's not great. Mana income is reduced by 30%, and spells cost more. Hooray!
I
And
still have positive mana income. Barely.
I don't know
I'm
what
glad I didn't
mine's
choose to
at.
build a gargoyle.
But reducing it by 30% probably doesn't hurt me by too much, because I don't think I had a whole lot to begin with, so...
Yeah, I was only gaining like 16 a turn, but now I'm getting 3.
It's the extra 50% cost of spells is kind of going to be a little bit rougher on me. I really need money. I'm going to build the vendor while I wait for income for the town hall upgrade. Start getting some of those. Okay, move up a Hemomancer, and then try this. Although now I have to do it without as many spells. Hopefully I can do it with none.
Pillage my stuff up north.
Okay, I did manage to do that without losing anyone. I don't want the Anvil Guard. I couldn't afford it anyway, even if I did want it. I do want the Wand of Inversion. That's fun. I'll give that to you, actually. One of my heroes is having a change of heart thing. He's a challenger. I could make him a prospector. I like prospector a lot, actually. I probably will do that. Artisan equipment's a very powerful upgrade. Lawbringer, I already have cold-blooded, so that's not really good for me. Aggressive tactician, I'm not a huge fan of, so I'm gonna take prospector. Oh, I better keep them all together, because I don't really want... Oh, that Phoenix, those units are pretty beat up. They fought something else on the way over here. And the only other thing I can think of that they would have fought is an enemy. Which means there might be somebody to my southwest after all. Otherwise, they wouldn't be injured. Now, I'm going to leave everyone together anyway, just to err on the side of caution.
Yeah, the astral rift up north is sending something after me.
Okay. I can't tell which army is the one that's raiding. It looks like blue is going to kill them, though. Oh, because I did that, I should be able to make peace with Coalhaven for free now. The only downside to this, again, is that you'll have to deal with the raiding parties on your own until I complete the vassal process.
It's fine.
Okay. Make peace for free. Always good. It's one less thing I have to worry about. I'd really like to kill that Crusader host over there near Bonfire, because that's still sending things after me. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about that. They are founding a city in that outpost, by the way.
Yeah.
It'll be done on the next turn. I think we'll probably need to try to attack that.
Yep, I'm fine with that. I want to burn it to the ground.
And I'll look the other way while you do it.
Burn it to the ground for evil.
Just to be a bad guy. I need better units. But everything is so expensive. I have to invest in gold upgrade structures right now. There's kind of no other way around it. Okay, I get two pretty good things here, but I'm actually going to take... I don't know if Court of Whispers will let me do what I wanted to do with it. Really wish I hadn't wasted the Imperium on that Whispering Stone. Cryptblade is fantastic for my leader. So I'm probably going to get that. Yeah, that's an item that fits perfectly with what I use her for. So we're gonna do
It's just nice being a free action.
Yep, it's a free action. It can create zombie units. It can set units up for a kill, and when you have killing momentum on top of everything else, plus a bunch of other free action abilities, she can just do a lot of stuff in one turn. It makes her quite a bit more powerful. I do want to get this... maybe I should have gotten this one first, because... it's like I'm gaining vassalage status with Kinslayer anyway. But maybe I don't get any tribute from them. So maybe that other one, maybe this Court of Whispers doesn't actually do me any good until I reach the point that I can become their vassal. I'm not sure. We'll have to play around with that one once I can get it. For now, I can't afford it anyway, but I'll come back to that later.
And I'm getting that in 4 turns.
Yeah, wait, you get what in 4 turns? Oh, Court of Whispers?
Yep.
And then you'll be able to buddy up with my people.
Exactly.
We'll be friends with each other. We'll have so many mutual friends.
Yep. That's how we became friends. Mutual friends.
You'll be whispering to them, and I'll just be holding the people hostage. We make friends in very different ways.
True.
I guess we're just gonna do this every turn now.
Yeah, I guess.
Because I didn't even try to move anything quickly. I was thinking that might screw it up sometime.
I did click to buy a unit in my city because it was 8 gold, but that's all I did.
Virgil, that's just way too much more than modern technology can handle. You should have known better.
I should have waited.
Okay, now this army's all together, and I need to go stop a phoenix from pillaging a farm. which I could maybe do on this turn. Like I said, he's weak, so that army's not very good. My army's beat up, but they're just in a perpetual state of being beaten up, so I think that's normal. And more people pillaging crap in my east. It's a good thing I left one army back here because they're sorely needed. Alright, well, I'm gonna go here. We'll have the scout initiate the fight. And hope for a nice clean result. No, we're not losing the Hemomancer that I just built. I need him for blood stuff.
Yeah. Blood stuff.
It's important. Alright, let's just send everyone up this way, and that guy will probably do an AoE if he can, but I think it's only got a range of 2. Yeah, so at most he hits the pike with it from where he's at. Kind of surprised the scout didn't die in this one.
Yeah, the scout almost always dies.
Yeah, and he was by himself, too. To make matters worse. For him, anyway. Alright, I'm not taking that bait. You come at me. I'm not going picking a fight with that guy. I think maybe he was trying to get to the scout. There we go. Okay, should be able to kill him before he even has a chance to cause too much trouble. Also, I have this fancy wand of inversion now that I can get rid of status effects on people. So what I'm going to do is Scarlet Plague. I actually kind of want to... I wonder how the Blood Parasite works with a unit that has Resurgence. We're about to find out. If I can kill him, that is. I think I can. What I really need is to be able to get on top of his corpse afterward. Well, actually, no, the Blood Maggot will be on top of his corpse. I'd like to make sure of that, but I think it would work.
I think so. One way to find out.
Yeah, I'm trying to kill it with a unit that's not the pike so that I can move the pike there if it doesn't work the way that I think it will. I need a little more damage on him. Okay, I guess I could shoot him. This guy. Let the archers get the kill so they get shadow step back. Okay, the Blood Maggot is on its corpse. That works out really nicely.
And it can consume the dead unit.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even notice that. Well, as long as he's there, he's blocking it anyway, but that's very good to know.
Yeah, I've never seen a blood maggot, so I was hovering over its ability, and I was like, wait a minute. That'd be real nice. Can't revive if it's eaten.
It cannot. Kind of figured he'd probably flank that guy. But he's fine. He's a tough chap. Alright, I'm going to teleport behind you and then use focus aim because you're really hard to hit. guess I'll use Focus Aim on you too. I love Focus Aim with this build. This has got a lot of mages that can really take advantage of it, and it's nice to have on the Pursuers too, in conjunction with their teleport Shadow Step thing. Okay, I still can't repair that mine because I'm getting attacked from a different direction, so I have to go back and deal with that. Because everybody is being very rude to me. Alright, my mage leveled up. Let's start getting... I think I want to go down the frost route with this guy. I like the debuffs that it gives. The slowed and the frozen. So we're going to take Discipline of Frost. I could go down the vampire line, but with the mages I really do like to get their main evocation ability unlocked first. So we're going to get that. The AoE version of it specifically.
Ooh.
Alright, you going on an adventure up north? Oh, you're just dealing with those guys?
Yep.
I will follow you for the sake of just keeping our armies close by each other, because just in case somebody runs out of the shadows and... Actually...
I'm gonna send my 2 units back then. That are just by themselves.
Ooh.
I actually can't get my... I don't think you need to right now, because my army can't quite keep up. Okay, we got Abducting Cyclone. I want to grab Favorable Winds. This spell is unfathomably useful, so let's get that. It's one that I just... is always good to have channeled. No way I can afford to cast any spells right now, especially not with this astral eclipse going on. So I'll have to wait on that. I can't really afford to buy units either. The main thing I want is to keep an eye on Dalmas Tur and try to get that vassal status up, which is going to take a little while. Oh, it doesn't help that they're really angry with me for the next 15 turns.
What'd you do?
Well, maybe I should have let them have that land. That kind of screwed up that whole process and probably is going to cost me more resources than it helped. I forgot that the rate of allegiance gain with them, even when you're holding hostages, it still depends on how happy they are with you. So even though you hold hostages, you can still make them happy with you. But in my case, I made them rather upset. Wow, actually 10% chance of the free city declaring war while the status relations is neutral. They could straight up, at any point, just go to war with me again, which would be super annoying. But then my question is, I still hold a bunch of hostages from them, so could I just make peace for free again? I don't know. I haven't quite gone down this road yet.
I mean, you could just eat their, eat the hostages for hero experience.
Yeah, but they're more valuable to me alive.
Oh, okay.
They'll be worth, each of those is going to be worth a 20% income or 20% increase to vassal income from that city state later in the game. I just need to get to supreme vassalage before I cast it. I mean, I don't have to, but it's helpful.
More cost effective that way.
Yeah. Better long-term benefit, because supreme vassalage stops them from gaining more allegiance. But I do need to try to do something to make them happy, because this minus 400 thing is... Oh, wait, I don't think they can. It's a 10% chance of the free city declaring war while the status of relations is neutral. But our status isn't neutral, they're my vassal. So I don't think it matters how angry they are with me, I think they're stuck. Because I am a tyrant. Okay. I gotta get rid of these guys next. That army's a little bit scarier, minus the Exemplar, which doesn't scare me as much as a Phoenix does. I'm gonna leave my guys here in friendly territory in case they get attacked. Actually, I'm gonna leave them just out of range because they're really probably gonna go down to that quarry next, so I just need to get somewhere where they can't reach me, but I can reach them. Then I can get another turn of healing. Probably want to get the Shadow Trade Quarter. It'd be either that or saving money for the Town Hall Stronghold upgrade. We're going with the Tithe Collector, which could be pretty good on that tile, near those farms and forests. 3 turns until I grow. I think I'm going to just take the Shadow Trade Quarter. That's a lot of gold income that I could really use. It's going to make my city a little bit grumpier, but they'll get over it. This is why it's really useful to have that extra Whispering Stone at the start of the game when you're playing with this culture. City stability is kind of always an issue, so having that extra plus 20 from the Whispering Stone in my city is huge. Alright, going after the pink army up there, Virgil?
Yep. Yeah, if you can move your guys like just in the edge. I'll push back when I can.
So you're not pushing further, you're just going after that?
I want to push forward, but
to get the
light
Astral
blue
Rift?
might be pushing towards my capital again. I don't know.
Alright, well, for now, we'll, I'll move to here.
Ooh.
Have my leader's army go here. And we'll figure it out after that. And no need to manual combat if we don't have to anymore. So, slay away.
Hey, Gargoyle took a good amount of damage, but everything else looks fine.
Okay. Yeah, I can't really afford to lose any units at all right now, so...
Ah.
I don't know how far
anyone
you can move
dies, we'll
back,
have to
but
be
I can move back
careful.
to the Blood Altar.
We're going back then?
Mm-hmm.
Or we can wait a turn, see what happens.
Is your goal here that Astral Rift?
The primary goal was just to get the rating to stop, but I would like to be able to take that out.
Okay. One thing to consider is that the Astral Rift will also, or should also, bother them too.
Mhm.
So, if you want to, we know for sure it was targeting you though, and sometimes I think those infestations do tend to fixate on one person. So, ultimately, it's your call. It's your capital that could be potentially at risk. So, you have to decide what you think is more important: getting rid of the Astral Rift or trying to get rid of that outpost. Because that's now a city. In the meantime, I will level up my hero again.
Yeah, let's go after the Astral Rift.
Okay. In that case, I will move up a bit further. Yeah, we should be able to take that. Army's beefy enough now. I keep clicking to cast spells and then being like, oh yeah, but I'm poor. I have no mana. I have no gold either. Although I'm trying to solve that problem. Ooh, if I could clear that, that would be a nice little influx of gold. Oh yeah, I forgot I was going to end up taking that tile next time the city grows. Okay, then I can get another gold mine. That'll help. Probably worth looking at what they've got in Pinnacle there. One hero, an army with a tier 3, and then the rest of them are tier 1s, but some have legendary ranks, and then a couple healers. We could handle what Light Blue has right now, I think. But it would get a little dicey if their friends came in. I can't quite... Well, actually, one of my armies can make it in range of that Astral Rift, but not both. Maybe if I build a road, though. But I don't think you can have bridges right next to each other. Hang on, can you make it to that Astral Rift on this turn?
Yeah. I can make it 2 tiles behind it.
Okay, give me a second here. I think I might be able to... get both my armies there if I build roads in the correct way. Ooh, Yellow's got a scary army up there. And they're going after Kessberg. If we hit this Astral Rift, we're going to want to hit it and run. If I do this, I can make another bridge there. And then I can put this army here. And then we should be able to take out the Astral Rift. Ooh, city structures cost less gold to build. Yes, please. I need that. That's a lot of extra money. That'll help me get the town hall upgrade that I need. And it's retroactive, so whatever you are currently building gets the discount. Do I want to spend money repairing that mine? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that goes. You lost a gargoyle, so you want to redo that?
Yeah, I can't lose units right now. I can't afford to replace them if they die. Unfortunately, we are dealing with, gosh, we're up against a Magebane and the
Lost Wizard.
The thing that's making spells cost more. So magic is
Yeah.
we're not going to be able to use magic to really help us out here. The Lost Wizard sucks. There's not really any getting around that.
I'm gonna leave the 2 wisps to you.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't take my whole army to deal with them. Okay, what is that guy going to do? He can light up your people from there. And he's got quick or greater phase. But he'll probably use his Forbidden Tome. They like to do that. What kind of serpent things are we up against here? I can't deselect him for some reason. It's doing that bug again. No, stop. I want to select... I don't like it when it does this. I get stuck with, like, the Lost Wizard on my selection. I can't unclick, I can't right-click, I can't get off of it. It just goes away eventually. Wait, maybe if I click next unit. There we go. That's how you get rid of that. Okay, so they've got Flow Serpents. These are the ones that get precognition when they phase. They don't have... They changed how they work. They don't have astral refuge anymore. The flow serpents don't. But precognition is still annoying. Then the siphoner has that pull ability. Okay. I think
It only gains the... when this unit's hit, it gains precognition.
Oh, it's when it's hit? I thought it was when it phased. Yep, no,
Yeah,
you're right.
it
It's when
used
it's
to be.
hit. You're right. Okay, well, I'm going to leave my gargoyle back a little ways, but hopefully to where that guy can't reach him. I guess as long as he's back here, he's okay. And then I will move the others up to try to close distance. And try to risk the immortals if I can. I do want to make sure that he can't kill my hero. Ooh, that is scary amounts of damage. Okay, maybe you don't move up that far. What about there? He's still got greater phase, so if he really wanted to, he could try to go after her regardless. That leaves more distance for her to charge in. The other armies just need to get to you as quickly as they can. The wisps shouldn't be too much of a threat on their own. Alright. Oh gosh. Everyone is on fire. Well, at least they all went after the immortal. What we really need more than anything is to get and keep units in that Lost Wizard's face. He can phase away from them once, then it goes on a cooldown. Yeah, the battle will be perfect for that. I could darn near kill some of those flow serpents. But they're going to have precognition. It's going to be basically dodging every other attack.
Yeah, I can negate one. Or I can hit the other.
It probably doesn't matter. I think just hitting them at all is... We're going to have to deal with precognition regardless, so... See, now it's going to avoid the next attack. I think it may only be able to do that once per turn, though. A lot of my units down there, the two archers, have repeating attacks, so they're going to be able to kind of do every other hit, but I'm not really sure if that only works once per turn. I could check, I guess. It just says when it's hit, it gains precognition, so... Makes me think you could only hit it with, like, every other hit, which is kind of crazy. You know, if I had thought about it, I would have advised... yeah, we should have probably... I didn't think about it early enough, so it's kind of on me, but... With that really powerful army being on the left, we should have backed up and kind of gotten my other armies closer.
Yeah.
Because they're down there and can't really do anything too helpful from that distance. Alright, well, let's see what kind of damage we can do. At least that guy's got the bat bothering him now. And you've got the Mage Bane kind of locked down. Kind of want to go after the Mage Bane too. Let me see here. The Wisps have a range attack that can only be used, that can't be used in enemy zone of control. So I can move this guy all the way over here while still bothering them, because now this one... Oh, I can't immobilize them because they're an ethereal unit. Oops.
Yeah, I realized I can't do a whole lot for the same reason.
Well, I'm just gonna move the mages up a little. We'll take a couple shots, and I can have the gargoyle go deal with them. I want the immortal charging down those other units. He can go right through the fire, that's fine. Oh, I didn't realize that was electrified too. We'll come back to that later. Okay, and everybody else just needs to run towards the battlefield here. But preferably not through the fire. In fact,
He
I'm
got
gonna...
pretty lucky on what spell he got.
Yeah, I'm gonna phase this archer. I'm just gonna phase this archer over the fire. I'm not gonna take that shot, so I might hit you. Alright, let's see how annoying this phase thing is. Or this precog thing. Okay, so it... Okay, I think it did come back. It's hard to see when it's moving that quickly, but... I think it did come back. Oh, I could reach that lost wizard with my leader. Wonder if that's worth doing.
Honestly, might be.
I hate precog. That's so annoying. Well, I'm gonna probably curse all those guys down there. Just make it so they have lots of misfortune. And don't do as much damage. That way, I can maybe focus more on the Mage Bane without having to worry about losing the Tyrant Guard as much. Yeah, we need to get rid of him. I'm still gonna lose my Tyrant Guard here, I think. That's a little bit of a problem.
You're gonna lose a unit, or I'm gonna lose a unit.
Ooh.
See, the problem is I don't know what the Lost Wizard's gonna do. And even if my leader goes after him, she can't really... he gave precog again. Even if my leader goes after that Tyrant Guard, she can't keep him from quick phasing and killing something anyway. So I think I'm gonna have her kill one of the Astral Serpents. Yeah.
Oh.
We'll go after the Tyrant Guard on the next turn. Now, unfortunately, I have to use the Crypt Blade just to negate precognition so that I can actually kill it with this. Then I'm going to move him up here. We'll kind of block this thing in. He might still kill my Tyrant Guard, but I can at least try to save him. Oh, he wasted his time on that guy. Well, I'm still probably going to lose the Tyrant Guard. Ah, dang. Did not want to lose him. Those guys are good. Oh, hey, she took out another one of those serpents, though. Well, at least we're getting rid of a very annoying spawner. It'll be worth the Tyrant card's sacrifice. It'll be worth it to us anyway. Nice. That's a lot of healing. Those bats are just really nice to have.
Yeah, they're doing a lot more than I ever expected them to do.
They're just a very mobile unit with lifesteal.
They're not doing a whole lot of damage, but they're
No.
doing some.
But they're great for being annoying and they blind stuff. No, wait, they made stuff bleed. They don't blind.
My leader's bad ability can make them blind, which I should have done down at the bottom because it's a free action.
I don't like this every other hit thing that I'm dealing with down here on this stupid guy. Alright, can my leader make it to big guy? I can, and he still does have his phase. He'll probably use it if we block him in. I don't think he'll kill my leader in one hit. He might kill something else. Alright, we're going for it. Wait, I want to undo that and try something else. If I move here, how much damage? I can't even see how much damage Cosmic Bolts would do. Alright, well, we're just gonna start beating him up. I don't like that guy.
Like him either.
I don't like that guy either. Okay, let's go around the fire a little bit. Fire bad. Oh, the wisp stunned my gargoyle. I'm not even worried about it, though. I'm going to send everybody this way. Except I think I just blocked my hero in. Yeah, they're blocking each other.
The Eagle Mount, the being cavalry is not very nice for my hero.
Being cavalry is not nice for him.
No. He already has fast movement, and then being flying is just giving me... Flying and cavalry is just giving other things bonuses against me.
The pike, yeah, anything that gets bonuses for large targets,
Yeah.
especially pole arms.
We've been fighting a lot of those recently.
I'm going to try to keep this guy alive, because I'm worried the Lost Wizard might try to kill him. There's the phase. Okay, he didn't do as much damage as I was worried about.
Man, right, get behind him.
No, but he's backing himself into a corner that I think we can pinch him in.
I'm gonna go there. I could have hit him, but it'd block you. you're gonna do more damage. So
I'm hoping that my gargoyles can get to the opposite side of him from your bats, and then we could actually get him stuck. And once you've got those guys stuck, and if they don't have phase, they're basically no threat at all. It does have a fairly short cooldown, though. I hate fighting Lost Wizards because they're unpredictable. I can't quite get the gargoyle to where I wanted him.
Ooh.
So he is still going to be able to phase, unfortunately.
Oh.
Wait, why can't I do Draining Bite? Oh, that doesn't work on ethereal units.
yep.
Okay, well.
Oh.
I'll just take a little bit of... Oh, I didn't get any health from that.
Ooh.
My leader's on fire, it seems. That's not good for a vampire.
It's not.
You can only hit her twice, so I don't think she's in danger right now, but one more turn and she probably will be. I got stunned going after him. Right, fine, teleport here. Actually, I should have done that to where I could flank him. Whatever. I want the gargoyle to keep going this way. I want to pin him down. Okay, we got everything up there. I'm not going to bother moving those people. They're not going to be able to change anything down here. Except for maybe the archers. Oh, actually. I can just make sure that thing dies. And I think that gave the Lost Wizard low morale, so maybe he'll fumble. Okay. Oh, he didn't move. He was too scared about the hits that he was going to take, I guess. But he does have quick phase again now, I think. Or he will on the next turn.
Away.
Oh, no, he can't. He doesn't have... It's still on cooldown next turn. So we should have him. Yeah, we've got this guy. I think I've got Crypt Blade back too. Let's do that. And do this. There's a little bit of health. Eventually, he will die. One day. Oh, let your back get the kill. Yeah. Just the disrespect. Tier 1 free summon takes out Tier 5.
We lost more units and way more health.
Yeah. Yeah, that, guess we should have taken the auto on that one. Dang. Well, at least that's gone. Now we just hope yellow doesn't come running down here, and I don't think they can reach us on this turn, but we're gonna have to run back to your capital. Their teal's moving up on it. Well, I should at least try to replace the Tyrant Guard that I lost, so probably order up another unit. Actually, I think I want my mine back more. No, the unit's more important. Okay, as for these guys, I probably not going to do this without casualties. Oh, lost my hero.
That's not okay.
No, it's not. But I can also understand why this would not be an easy battle. Celestial Griffins are pretty good for a tier 2, and the Exemplar, while they're not my favorite tier 4, it's still a tier 4, and I don't have a whole lot to fight against that with right now. Celestial Griffins have a range attack that tends to be very annoying, so hiding in trees is probably a good idea. And I don't know what kind of spells. Actually, these are Marauders. They shouldn't have spells. Alright, yep, that's basically my plan. Hide in trees until they attack me.
There are quite enough trees.
Trees, bushes, anything will work. That defender can reach my hero, but I'm actually okay if the Exemplar goes after my hero. Also, I may be able to mind control something here. Yeah, I'm good with him there. Oh, you know what? That was a mistake. Because he won't be able to mind control something if that Exemplar's in his face. And I bet it moves into his face. Alright, we'll move this guy up a little more. Maybe bait him out because he's not in any cover. And have the Warlock hidden behind here. Also, it's probably worth trying to drop a curse on these guys. I don't think it'll work, but... no, it probably will affect the Griffin. Hey, it worked on the Exemplar. Okay, cool. Yep, he did exactly what I thought he'd do. I guess Seduce I can use if I can step away and still try to use it, so not the end of the world there. I could maybe even seduce that guy, which would be really nice. .49% dominated. Triggered Virtuous Spirit. I forget what that does. Ignores 50% of casualties and has +1 defense and resistance. Okay. Let's get more status vulnerability and try to seduce him. 85%. Do I trust it? Flying Pinion, they're gonna do that on the next turn. Don't know if I trust that 85. I kind of want to hit it more, but I think it actually might have the maximum stacks of status vulnerability. Yeah, it does. So I guess we just have to go for it. Got it. Okay.
Nice.
Then I can have him turn around, or not turn around, but just do this and rally the people that were just trying to kill him. Who wants a blood parasite? What a weird question. Everyone does. Please leave hero guy alone. Okay. Should be able to do good damage there. Yep. Pretty good. Where's my... Oh, he can't reach. Oh, I hit the one in the back because I missed. Kind of like the archers to get this kill. I think my Hemomancer's just gonna have to move. Ah, that gray's in there. I would have actually probably focused aim if I'd have noticed that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it now with those guys. Alright, they shouldn't be able to do anything now. I'm curious about something. Yeah, so the Exemplar is dominated. I think if I use Mantra of Purification, I think it could potentially undominate him. So, probably don't want to risk that.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but yeah, that... Because it's technically your unit now.
Yep.
Dominated a negative effect, yeah.
There were some other cases in Age of Wonders 3 where there was a mechanic that worked similarly, and I kept forgetting about it. I don't think anyone's at risk of death here, so I'm just going to end the turn. I don't want to use spells if I don't have to right now. Oh my gosh. Failed to see the flank attack. Oh, he's not dominated anymore.
I get another turn.
That's unfortunate. I wouldn't have been able to keep him anyway, though. So it's fine. Alright, well, just kill him. I need to get this guy off my hero. Not sure how I'm going to do that. Oh wait, I've got this. All I need is one hit. Okay, you can't reach him anyway, so you kill him, then the archers can run through and get a guaranteed shot. Because I didn't want to risk them missing and hitting the hero.
Yeah, I was looking at the map on that.
That wasn't a 50%.
It would have been close.
That wasn't a 50% I was comfortable rolling. I think when a unit misses an attack, it hits a random adjacent cell. So it'd still be a 1 out of 6 chance, I think, that they would actually hit my hero. But, yeah. Better to just not take the chance at all, if it can be avoided. Okay, so I kind of cleaned things up back here. I'm going to actually send, since I'm building another pike, I'm going to send the one that's been fighting with this guy to help on your line, because that's where the bigger, scarier stuff's coming from. Things should be quiet here for me for a minute.
Raven just sent another raiding party.
Who did?
Coalhaven.
Okay. I can't help you with those for now, but I will. I am working on becoming their overlord. It'll be a little while yet, though, so let's head back south. You should be able to handle those on your own. as long as we're not getting too much pressure from the other side. The problem is they're going to be pillaging stuff on the eastern side of your territory, which is not where we want our armies to be right now. But we'll see if we can figure it out. All right, how about we go to the next turn and then wrap it up? Just to make sure...
Mover units from the north?
Huh?
Mover units from the north?
Yeah, move our units... Well, I can't move them anymore on this turn, but next turn.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like beginning of next turn.
Okay.
Ending turn now.
And there's the desync. Obligatory desync. Now, if there is a game update, we'll have to remember that most likely the turn will reset and our units will be back up north again. Yellow is kind of following us.
Uh-huh.
And here comes blue. Oh, buddy. We got a lot of stuff heading our way.
Yeah, we're being chased.
Fortunately, they're all going to come in kind of on their own, and the dark blue and light blue armies we can handle if they don't get reinforcements. But that yellow army up there, that's kind of a scary army. That's going to be a full 3-stack. And your capital's under siege again. Well, we might have to get creative with how we handle this defense, but at least we got a few key things done.
Decided to do a special province improvement because I knew that wouldn't get cancelled by the siege.
They don't?
So I'm glad I did that. Nope.
Ah, I
Yeah,
actually
while you're
didn't.
siege, the only thing you can build are special province improvements.
I didn't know that. You just taught me something. Way to go.
Well, that's nice. You're normally teaching me stuff.
Okay, so I think all the AI are done with their turns. So I think we are going to wrap this one up here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. This has been quite a ride so far. I'm still questioning whether we can pull this off, but made some decent progress in this episode. Got more city-states off my back, and hopefully soon off Virgil's back too. So we'll keep at it, see how far we can get. Appreciate all the views, support, and feedback, and we'll see you guys next week. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Dawson Horner, Devin Larson, Jimbro, Roderick, and Sarah Feingold. Thanks so much, everybody.